Welcome in, dude. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I gotta get a spin. Through the Whistle, episode 29. We have the spinner belt. One in honor of John Cena's retirement year starting today. Raw Netflix starts. Best in the world. Shout out to CM Punk. I miss you, John. That'll stop spinning eventually.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, it'll stop. Yeah, let's go ahead and stop that now. It won't stay in the center though. I'm letting you know that now. But episode 29, it's been a while. Don't miss us? Type shit. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Emphasis on the like and share and subscribe.
For the belt.
Please. It's been a while. 12 long days. A lot of shit's transpired.
Shit, snow.
Oh, hot. It's fucking footed snow. That's how I know y'all are able to watch this shit today.
Dedication.
You have nothing to watch.
Truly.
Snow. You guys are in the house all day. Watch it all through the whistle. Who else got wrestling belts? While talking about football. We'll talk about basketball eventually. I'm not looking forward to that. But we move. Last time we talked, hey man, Ohio State had just beat the brakes off Tennessee. That hasn't changed. Ohio State just beat the dog shit out of Oregon. Jeez. I called it. I did call it. I said Oregon's going to be Oregon. They're going to get boat raced. Their defense is ass. What happened? Jeremiah Smith, he could have broke Jason's record if he wanted to. He pulled damn near halfway through the second quarter and then pulled again after like 2 drives in the third.
Yeah, I want to say pulled, but yeah.
I was like, damn, Jeremiah. Didn't even get to get out the fucking Texas game. I turned the game on. He was talking about some, this motherfucker's fake. I'm like, what the fuck is this man talking about? Ohio State, it's the score, 7-0. I said, what the fuck is going on? I'm watching Arizona State till they saw, because Boyd came out, he didn't get to see that.
I did see it. I was actually, as I was watching the game, they had the monitor going up in the press box, and we were all literally trying to watch both.
4th and 13. Why is your safety not the deepest man? It is cover 3. People who don't know. Cover 3. Kevon, what is the safety's responsibility?
Well, you have to see what did you read the tweet?
What about the coach? Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
That's on 4th and 13.
Oh, it's going to be hot, so I want him to come down and play the ball. No, it is 4th and 13. If he is hot, he's going to throw the ball instantly, right? Of course, he's going to put some more air under it because you can't really, accurately throw the ball. Touch pass. Play the fucking sticks. Keep on. That's like on a Hail Mary. It's 4th and 30. Fuck playing the first down marker. We're going to play the man. No! He's going to make a tackle. What are you doing? Don't play the fucking ball. It's 4th and 13. You want to tackle him with a yard short? And these Texas receivers are soft as hell. You hit him, he might drop the ball. Yeah. But Pac-12 and these motherfuckers will never die. Yeah. Shout out to Pac-12 making $50 million off Oregon getting dog walked. Shout out to Oregon State, Washington State. $25 million apiece. You're up. Speaking of those, Notre Dame. We both thought. We both said it from the initial. Carson Beck doesn't play. Notre Dame wins. Gunner, I'm sorry. Mid. I was telling Coach Johnson this. Y'all don't know who Coach Johnson is. Coach Johnson is Deontay Johnson, owner of Soul Classics. Shout out to Soul Classics. Great establishment in Columbus, Ohio. Boutique shop. Go there, shop. Get some good clothes. Anyways. Nice shoes. Anyways. This is part of the whole transfer portal. NIL. Bring that gap a little bit closer.
Did it instantly.
It's closed the window.
I would say that the transfer portal enhanced how fast the NIL stuff was working.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, transfer portal, honestly, NIL opened the door, but I think that were...
It was cracked open.
Yeah. So I'm saying, the NIL was more or less it knew that it was going to come, this was going to start, but that transfer portal
all right, bro, come on.
legitimately
get this bitch open.
started it now. Because it probably started last year, honestly.
Because let's be honest, in years past, Georgia would have had another 5-star behind the waiting because
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. You can't. I mean, Georgia's D line started looking tired. Oh, guess what they used to have? Hey, this 5-star who's about to be a first-round draft pick next year. We have another first-round draft pick who is waiting to play. So here you go. They don't have that no more. So like the rotations aren't as deep. The skill gap isn't as big.
I would say that you have to find the balance only because like the teams that are like Michigan from last year and like how Ohio State is this year, when you have those people that are seniors that are like top star recruits, you still can have those backups that are freshmen that are top. Because like last year, Mason Graham and all of them, they were playing, but they
were sparingly playing.
Exactly.
Like, surprisingly.
They were still starters that were playing and backups and stuff like that. And this year, like, we still have that backup, Edric Houston, who's coming out D tackle. You got Curry and you got Milton and Hicks. Those are still backups.
Look at those DBs.
So I'm saying, like, I feel like you have to have the balance of, okay, can we keep some seniors? And not, which again, that would be to the NIL stuff. And then you got the young cats that are coming in. So
you gotta have people still buy in. You can't just throw money. Look at Texas A&M. They threw money.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's better.
What do you mean you're not saying? I gave you some money. You said you said you were gonna stay.
It's better.
You think I'm staying to be a backup? But I'm gonna fuck with you as a coach. I'm out.
Indeed.
But we have a lot to talk about this game. This show.
Yes.
We have to do not only CFP, college football playoff preview, and NFL.
So we got a jam-packed
all in one episode.
Jam-packed show.
We have
it's gonna be a little long.
It might be a
little long-winded.
A little long-winded. We gotta have some stamina. Shout out to Joy Taylor. So
don't disrespect. Do not disrespect my woman. Joy Taylor.
Your woman, Emmanuel Acho's woman.
I still love you.
Mr. Dixon's woman.
Listen,
Shannon Sharp's woman.
I'm willing to wait my turn.
I still love you. You better get a spot on.
Listen, I will marry you.
Oh.
If need be.
What happened to the last husband she had?
Hey, listen, I don't care.
Got cheated on?
I'm here.
For a spot?
I'm here.
All right. Anyways, Kevon. We're only gonna do a reaction to one game. This is gonna be the Ohio State game. You were there. You seen the sunset.
In all its glory.
Thoughts, takeaways from the game. The Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all.
As I get back to reality. Actually, I would like to hear your reaction first. I think that you would.
So
yeah.
Let's just get right into it. I've been saying since August, Oregon's going to find a way to beat Oregon at some point this season. They showed glimmers. Boise State game, 31 points. Damn. Michigan game, tried to lose to us. We had the worst fourth down play in history for us to have a chance to bring the game within 7 with 8 minutes left in the game. But we run a double reverse, which led to a pass from Alex Orji. Everybody who's watched Michigan football, Alex Orji's ass. I was way off. I will be 100% honest. Orji, ass. Pause. I'm talking about that type. Can y'all say it out the gutters? This is a PG show, besides the cussing. But Oregon's defense, I said, they can't stop a soul. You let Penn State look like the 2019 LSU Tigers. You let Ohio State, it took Ohio State's worst game possible to lose to them the first time. It took, Judkins fumbling randomly when y'all probably would have drove down the field and went up, 3 possessions? Or would that only been up 13?
It would have been up 2. 2 possessions.
2 possessions. And Will Howard sliding before he even gets a chance to kick a field goal. Jeremiah Smith being called for a BS, offensive pass interference. And guess what?
And the onside kick.
And the onside kick going off Caleb Downs, which I still don't understand how that happened. 1 in a million, literally 1 in a million chance. I said, bro, this Oregon team's not good. I told you multiple times, Kevon, this Oregon team's not good compared to Ohio State.
I don't think.
And here,
it wasn't compared to Ohio State.
and
I think
here
you were
it
just talking about
comes.
period. I think you were talking about.
Ohio State dog walks them.
They did.
As they should. Like I said in the episode 27, the winner of Ohio State, Tennessee, will be in the national championship, and they will win the national championship. And here we are, Ohio State national championship. Go ahead and raise the banner. Go ahead and take the belt home.
Hey, listen, you're trying to jinx us right now. I don't like that.
I mean,
don't like it.
you said the same thing about me betting on the Chiefs all 3 playoff games last year, and how did that end? Raising
okay.
the trophy up.
Yeah.
So keep on. You didn't believe in this defense to get that many stops.
Oh, I did not.
You didn't believe in Captain Jack to become immortal. Statue coming soon at Roosters.
And after he was banned, actually.
Crazy work.
How
quick they forget.
It's crazy because actually, when I went down for the pause,
Joy Taylor.
yeah, when I went to the field for the aftermath of the game, I'm sitting there talking to Jack, and I'm like, "What would Todd's gonna have to say?" And he was like, he just started laughing. I'm like, we're gonna find out.
For those of you who don't know, me and Jack used to train together with our guy Chuck the GOAT, greatest trainer in Columbus history right there. Him and Kenny Stafford, best 2 trainers in Columbus. And I told Kevon this before his freshman year. I said, hey, he's a 4-year guy. Like, unless he gets a natty before then, he's not leaving before that because he wants to win a Heisman. Well, he wants to make it to the Heisman Trophy ceremony and win a ring. He ain't make it to the ceremony, but boy, oh boy, first round pick, national champion. I feel like it's a good compromise.
So now that you said what you said, I will be first to admit that I did not believe that this defense. I thought the defense would improve. I did not from the first time that they played Oregon, but masterclass.
Getting home at 4.
Masterclass, and sometimes with 3. And
JT on the West Coast has to be studied.
hey, listen, I don't know what Jim Knowles did. We thought that, it was just going to be like a simple thing to where, we had to check to see what they looked like against our actual real offense that was dominant. Ryan Day swore up and down, I made changes. I went to the locker room, and not the locker room, but the staff room. I'm like, hey, listen, this guy switch up, this guy go, this guy go, this guy go.
You know what? You know what that change was? Hey, we have fucking Jeremiah Smith. Throw him the fucking ball.
I'm talking about after the Oregon game. So after the Oregon game, he said the defense had to switch up, and boy, it did. And we're like, let's see it against some calm. Tennessee, it was cold outside. Maybe they was
Samson got hurt.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't that. But boy, that shit against Oregon.
Boy,
what I will say is, Jim Knowles, when I say he blitzed early, and then he backed off. It was like, simple, get them off rhythm, first down, and then once that happens, they don't know what the hell to do. It was legitimately just off the jump, like you would have thought like, okay, what are we going to do? Because the corners was getting beat all over field first time we played. They couldn't handle the speed and all that stuff. And you would think like, hey, now they're going
personal.
To put 2 safeties back there and let them roam. You make sure that they're double teamed, all that stuff, pause, and it's like, keep everything in front. And Jim Knowles said, oh, buddy, old pal.
You must not have been in that meeting room.
Yeah, you didn't hear what Ryan Day said. He said, pressure. That's what we want. That's what we're going to get. And Jack Sawyer, JT, Tyler Williams, they took that shit personal. And they said, oh, that's what you meant? Come along for the ride.
You want to know what I think he said after that Oregon game? I'm gonna play it out. I'm Jim Knowles. Walks in. Throws his papers on the table. Hey, y'all think I'm gonna get fucking fired for y'all bitch asses being soft? Oh, nah. You must have me fucked up. If y'all don't lock the fuck in, I will shit on all y'all's careers.
Hey, listen.
So y'all want to make it to the league or not? All right. And they said,
okay.
Yes, okay. Coach. I'm sorry, Coach. What happened again?
13 rushing yards in the
Yeah.
first half. And, I mean, before the last drive, 60 yards passing?
Yeah.
Before the last drive of the half? I mean, like I said, master class from Jim Knowles. And
hey, y'all boys was hitting too.
yeah.
Coach,
and that was the first thing that I think that really showed up. The physicality that Ohio State pulled up with, it didn't just come from that Tennessee game. It's been looking like, okay, nah, y'all truly
got me fucked up.
Truly got me fucked up. And again, Lathan Ransom. People need to. I think he's the most underrated player on the defense at the moment.
I don't know. Cody Simon's that.
I think Cody.
Well, he got his flowers all conference.
Exactly.
All Big
Ten. And Cody being the block O, I feel like gives you that
within the fan base. Y'all understand?
Lathan is truly proven that this is the best safety duo in the nation.
Just took a couple years.
Yeah, I mean, not even that. People have been, even this year, even after the last game of the season, people were talking about Texas got the best. And I'm like, no. Y'all need to realize that what they're doing with those two is insanely different. And Jim knows, like I said, the shit that he is doing, scheming shit up. Again, we talked about last Tennessee. They're getting pressure with 4. We're in the box with only 4. This week? Not this week, but against Oregon, 5 in the box. I dare you to run. What they say in Christmas story? I double dog dare. I triple dog dare you to run the damn ball.
Bro, the way that Caleb Downs was on the most bull. He said, last time y'all lost.
Yeah, and
y'all don't know what that feel like losing to the Rose Bowl.
And it was him and Lathan both just.
They said, 5 in the box.
Looking straight like headhunters. And I mean, that's what they told. That's what Jim Knowles said, that they're having them to basically, we're making them play linebacker. Mm-hmm. But it's from a deeper part of the field, and they had to sit there and
be athletes.
Up.
Yeah.
And the fact of what he's doing is, I don't think a lot of people are really seeing, they're truly making Caleb Downs be the middle linebacker and play a Derwin James type of Isaiah Simmons type of role.
Just do your thing.
Just
Kyle
sit there
Hamilton, Derwin.
And it's
just beautiful to watch.
It really is, because what they're doing is they're making it look like it's straight too high safety. And it's like, no, okay, we're going to move Caleb to the middle.
Rotate.
We're going to sit there and spread out our linebackers because they're playing outside technique.
Beautiful.
And moving Jordan Hancock, who's probably our best corner at slot, moving him to free safety to where he's
having
rolling.
One of your most athletic people in Sonny Styles, who can cover anything from the boundary to the out of bounds with ease.
And it's legitimately, basically, you're basically saying Cody Simon and Sonny, you're basically playing outside linebacker with a little bit of safety on the edges, and you're making Caleb Downs like, oh no, I get to move, I get to sit here,
I get to do whatever I want,
whatever the fuck I want. And it was a play that I saw from up top. I'm like, whoa, hold on, wait, legitimately shifted. They ran with 3 and then shifted Igbinosa, who was not guarding anybody, to a spy. Who, outside corner, shifted over to the middle of the field to a spy and got a sack on Dylan Gabriel. And I was like, oh,
you're different.
You acting insane with this motherfucker right now. And it was truly
But I feel like that's just, like we were talking about with the NIL and portal shit. When you have guys who are older, have been in your defense for 3 years.
3 years.
Like Igbenos, Igbenos only second year.
Second year.
You have Denzel, who's been there for 3 years. Most of those guys have been there for 3 years. All 3 years. I know. I can throw something at them. Oh yeah, they're
and that's the thing,
easily.
because I mean, when you remember when Jim Knowles got there, it was at first he was hella blitz heavy, and that's what killed us against Michigan when we were blitzing.
Live and die with it.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it was working at first a little bit against Michigan the first time they
first couple drives. Yeah,
and then it's just like, okay, now you're giving up the big play. It's like you're leaving everybody on the island. And then that next following year, it was like, okay, everybody's being. We're just sitting back, letting everything play in front of us. Didn't really kill against Michigan, but it was just like, okay, we're not playing aggressively enough. We're just sitting there letting shit break. Exactly. And this year, I feel like he's found a marriage of, okay, we're going to do this now. We're going to blitz it here, and then we're going to play safe on another play. He's been playing great, and then on the offensive end, It needs to be said. Ryan, first of all, Ryan Day needs to get an apology from all Ohio State fans. And
y'all need, for all you people who are like, oh yeah, we don't care that we lost to Michigan anymore.
I'm not
a month ago, when I asked y'all, would y'all rather have a natty or beat Michigan? There was a lot. It was damn near a what, 55-45 split?
In August, the Columbus Dispatch made a poll on that. Over 100,000 people voted.
It was 60-40, right?
It was 55 to 45 on Ohio State we'd rather see Ohio State beat Michigan than win a national championship.
Crazy.
It's insane.
Crazy.
But my thing is, we have to admit that when it comes to the playoffs, Ryan Day gets in his bag.
Batman.
He gets in his fucking bag. When he has more than a week, even if it's by a day, he will get in his goddamn bag and show what this offense can do. And I mean, I cannot truthfully tell you a game that he has not legitimately looked like he was calling a great offense. Not saying that he called this offense this year, but I mean, it's still looking like, okay, Chip Kelly's looking like, all right, I clearly am not going to run this ball like how I want to.
And what do you say to Scott Van Pelt? Oh, you were going to give that ball to Jeremiah early and often.
As
it should be, bro.
As it fucking should, because I think that legitimately now it's looking like Chip is like, okay, if I use Ryan's pass game, it's going to open up whatever the hell I want to run in the run game.
I don't know where these guards came from.
Oh, no.
But boy, oh boy. In the pool? Oh, my God. Bruh, that bucket step, that's all the left guard take. When y'all ran outside zone to the left. I said, oh.
And
he's happy to be pulling right now. That's beautiful.
And it's crazy because I'm saying, like, everybody's been looking like, okay, we got Chip Kelly. Now we're going back to this run game that we need to be, that, you know, that's been winning championships, which they only won one. I need that to be, let that be known. There was a reason that people were happy to get Ryan Day to be the head coach of this team.
The offense was dead.
The offense was complete shit until he got there, and then it was like, once he got there to be the head man, it was like, oh no, everything's open now. Everything is legit. Justin Fields' first year, offense was crazy.
Haskins' first year.
Dwayne Haskins.
His only year, yeah.
And then, see that Stroud. I mean, the offense looks like what we were used to, where now you just throwing the damn ball. And I'm going to wrap this up now. I feel like what we've seen from this Ohio State team in the last 2 games, they're jumping out on you quick. Like, it's not
for sure
35-0 in the first half.
Yeah.
In these last 2 games, and they're dominating. Like I'm talking about out yardage their teams by 500 yards, damn near, to damn near 0.
And shit, the spin back to the Jim Nose aspect of it. Then you're letting your D line get the fuck off.
Yeah, because now they know you got fast. You have to.
Boy, I'm about to beat your ass.
You have to. And I mean, Oregon hasn't let up more than 5 sacks in a game all season until this.
Mm-hmm.
And we
them boys.
And Ohio State's defense hasn't been getting sacks like this basically since the start of the season after that Oregon game got there. Mm-hmm. And I think they ended with like around 30-ish. They had 12 already in the first 2 games. Yeah. It's love to see it. It's looking great. Jeremiah Smith, as I've been saying before the year started, he's him. He's going to be the best.
I need one favor from Jeremiah.
He's going to be the best.
I need one favor from you, Jeremiah. Please get Caleb Downs on the fucking choking machine. If I see him drop a 4th fucking interception, I'm going to lose my fucking marbles. Caleb, stop dropping these interceptions, bruh. They're
And that's
you can body catch if you want to.
Yeah. And that's what's even crazier about it. I mean, we sit here and talk about the pressure that these D linemen are getting. And I can't even give all the credit to them because Denzel Burke, he played his ass off. And
even though it's a clean game, oh my God.
Dog, 6 cover sacks. Had 8 sacks in the game.
It's beautiful.
6 cover sacks. So it's not even all on the D lines getting back there, because there was times where I even texted. I was like, Jack has to get out the game because he's just looking gassed. You know,
getting held every play, he's gonna do it to you.
Yeah, dog. I don't want to get into that, but they were getting gassed at some point, and I mean, they were rotating more often than what I've seen all season. But the DBs were playing their ass off as well. Like
No organization back there. It's just you.
They played their ass off. Ohio State deserved that dub. I mean, there was nothing they couldn't do, and I don't know if there's a team that's going to be looking like they're going to stop it.
So speaking of a team, y'all play Texas.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are your expectations for this game from?
I do think this will probably be I would say this is the most talented defense that they played. I wouldn't say that it's the best, only because like Michigan. I think that I wouldn't even say that Michigan's defense was that great. I feel like Michigan just was able to put their
best foot forward. Let's just put it like that.
best foot forward. I think they were able to dictate what terms they wanted to be on. And I won't say it's because of what they did or more so what I would say it's 50-50 of what Ohio State chose to do than what they should have done. But playing another top 10 team, this will be what? I think this is going to be the most in history for Ohio State.
What, 5?
This will be Indiana, Penn State, Oregon.
Oh, Indiana, yeah, so 6. Number 6 right here.
Oregon twice,
Penn
and
State.
then Penn State, and now it'll be Texas. This will be the most in history. The thing with this matchup is they like to bait you a lot. I mean, when you got a Jim Thorpe winner and then you got another All-American at the safety position, it's going to be give and pull. But, I mean, if you're going to sit there and try to bait me to throw to Jeremiah Smith, I mean, motherfucker.
Thank you for the debate.
I'm going to throw that motherfucker now. I'm going to throw that ball. I'm going to throw the ball to that motherfucker and see what he's going to do with it. Because, listen, one-on-one, I don't give a fuck if you want Jim Thorpe award or not. I'm tell you right now.
That's one SpongeBob episode when they kept pulling the line and they kept going up and they let go. All right, bitch, I'm going to keep taking this bait.
Legitimately. And I mean, Texas did not look good. I feel like
they haven't
Texas
looked good yet this postseason.
I feel like the offense
Defensively.
Offensively, I think they looked good against Clemson. But if you can't run the ball against Arizona State, I don't know what the hell you're going to do.
Nobody left in the playoffs.
And honestly, truthfully,
because I'll wait.
But even with that, I can't even sit there and say that I trust Texas's offense to dominate, or not even to dominate, to like put up a crazy fight, because every time we've seen them play against a comparable defense outside of Clemson, I mean,
his feet get so fucking bad, and I don't understand, because second game of the season against Michigan, his feet, he was able to move around. Ever since he got hurt, his oblique, right?
Yeah.
And then he hurt his ankle at some point. I want to say he got hurt towards the end. His feet just nothing. And ever since that happened, the offense has took a step back, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's feast or famine.
Their offensive line, I think, is what's going to make or break this game, off of the simple fact of, like I said, if they can't run the ball, this offense is going to stutter. I'm not going to sit there and say that they're going to be held scoreless, because I don't think that they are. I mean, but even against Arizona State, where you thought this shit was going to get blown wide the fuck open.
Scatterboo said, nah, bruh. Best back in the league.
But even
best back in the
it
nation.
was Texas' inability to sit there and use consistent drives. I mean, it was 14-7 for or 17-7 for how fucking long? I mean,
punt return touchdown and a 2-play.
I mean, it's like they went on a run of just punt.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, dog, at some point you're going to have to turn this shit back on. And they couldn't turn it on until probably in the fourth quarter. It's just, I don't know. If you let Ohio State get this lead to the way they've been going, it's going to be over.
It's going to be bad.
I mean, it's looking, and I don't want to compare, because the offense is nowhere close. It's looking like the LSU season in 2019, where they were just straight out. They couldn't be stopped off the jump. Like
I think if we were to compare, you guys can say tie bad take, and this Ohio State team is probably better than the LSU team, because all around possible. I'm not saying the offense is better. No, that's insane.
All around talent possible.
Because people forget how bad that LSU defense was. People don't understand that. Well, personally, I don't think LSU. I don't think LSU would have beat the Ohio State team personally, because the matchup of it was way better LSU Ohio State than it was Clemson Ohio State.
And Clemson kept it close.
Clemson LSU.
Clemson kept that close too.
Because boy oh boy, this offense for Ohio State.
Yeah. Well, shred LSU's defense. Shred.
AJ Terrell,
Shred.
he would have got cooked in that Clemson game. Kristen Fulton would have asked to be like, Coach, I gotta get pulled. My draft stock is dropped like an undrafted free agent.
It's a simple fact of, I feel like the way that our offense of LSU was looked at was probably how the defense of Ohio State gets looked at right now. And then that defense of LSU, they had what, a young Stingley. It goes against
Kristen Fulton, Patrick Queen.
Yeah, a young Jeremiah. You got a couple of good couple of second rounders right there where
Emeka, Patrick Queen,
exactly.
Yeah.
They had some dogs on there, but it probably just wasn't as consistently dominating. Ohio State was probably the same way when you probably looked at the beginning of the season. It's like, okay, we got to find a way to make it work. But it was like you knew it was always there to
the possibility was there.
Yeah, the ceiling was high. The floor was just not as consistent as you wanted it to be. This Ohio State team right now at this moment, I feel like can cause problems for Quinn off the simple fact of, again, if this offensive line is sitting there in pass pro, the entire game is going to be over. I don't think that they can do it. And again, the way I saw them play against Georgia, I like my chances.
Give me a final score prediction, Kevon. Give me something. Because a lot of people are harping on this being an away game, which I don't think it will be.
I think it will be. I do think it will be.
I think it'll be
off the weather,
55, 45.
I think it'll probably be about 65. I think about 65, 35.
Boy, this weather,
this
might get a lot of people are stuck in Columbus right now.
Yeah, so it might be a little. And plus, it's only so many people that's going to be going to L.A. and to Dallas. You got to see. But final score wise, I think it's going to be 34. 20. I don't think they score more than 20. I think it could be 17, but I think I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. A little late field goal or something like that, or a late touchdown. But I just don't know. I think that Texas defense will do a lot better as far as Ohio State won't get off to that crazy start. I don't think Ohio State can sit there and just rely on the fact of we've been
big play
35-0 the entire first quarter of every game. I think they will get the lead off the jump. Whoever gets ball first, I think will score first. I think that's how it will be. I do think that Texas will come out like with a major swing, but then it's going to be like, all right, so what's your backup pitch, because we're not letting that happen again. And then it's going to be looking like, oh shit, we don't got one. Fuck. And it's going to be, okay, Jeremiah Smith, and I think this is going to be the game of Emeka and Cardinal take it off. I don't think that they're going to allow Jeremiah
to get Cardinal, man.
I think Cardinal and Emeka will. Don't get me wrong. Jeremiah will still get his solid 80, 85.
Touchdown.
But I think Emeka will make his mark on this game, and along with Cardinal Tate, and it's going to be like, okay, he ain't the only one, motherfucker. We got three of them.
Good save right there.
So, like I said, I don't know what this Texas defense is going to do. Don't get me wrong, I think they're solid, fourth in the nation. But if you can let Scatterboo do whatever the fuck he want to do, or a backup in,
or you can make Cade Klubnik look like a Heisman Trophy winner.
Hey, and even
in your crib,
Gunnar Stockton. He brought them back. He brought them back, and they was losing at halftime. He got it done. So if Ryan Day come out on that BS, okay, we gonna see. You have to make Ohio State basically play anything lower than a B game I think Texas to win this game. I think B plus and more or higher is going to be Ohio State winning by at least 7. So
you're very optimistic about this right now, and I completely agree because Kevon, how many seniors are on this defense? I'll
probably say about
7, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Kevon, where the hell was Quinn Ewers at when these kids were freshmen.
What the hell say?
And who was terrorizing Quinn when he was a freshman?
Probably
His team is at defense.
Yeah.
So, I already said, Quinn's feet, dog shit. Jesus. Yeah. Like, they're bad.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more different that I need to say than you did. If Ohio State is not playing in Atlanta on
I'll be
January 20th,
shocked. I'll be shocked. I'll be
very, very surprised. I think Ohio State probably wins this, probably 31-17 at the least. Because, yes, I understand, Texas is playing in Texas, blah, blah, blah. Jerry's world is too big.
And mind you, this is where their season last year ended. So they probably come in with
the gaslight.
Yeah,
the good gaslight.
And it's a gaslight for Will Howard too. This is the only team that he couldn't beat in the Big 12, and he came close to beating them twice.
Will Howard I'm like, hey, last time I played in this motherfucker, I won. I played in the same exact stadium. I won.
I'm just saying, like,
I beat TCU in this exact stadium with less talent. Oh yeah, bitch, let's spin this motherfucker.
And listen, I knew that with Ryan Day, what type of time he was on off the first play of the game, where you line up G. Scott in the backfield at running back, and it's like, all right.
First play of the game, that 99% of the
and then
world
you run out there and then fake bubble screen, seam up the sideline, up for 30 yards. I mean,
you're probably like one of what? Rose Bowl holds about 60,000. You're like one of 60,000 people who probably saw that play.
Yeah,
we all went to Texas. We were stuck
and I'm
with
just
Texas
saying, like, it was like legitimately. See, I'm like, oh, he's on BS. It off the jump, and I feel like if he everybody, all the Texas fans are sitting there talking about like, they. Okay, but what about the Michigan game? How we know we're not getting that
Michigan,
game,
bro?
Not even that.
They're not Michigan,
and I feel like I think this is a bounce back because of that. I feel like that is the reason why it won't be that. Because
it's not bounce back game for y'all. It's bounce back games for y'all.
And even that, it's just like, I feel like he has learned a lesson of, okay, there's no point. There's no point of me sitting here trying to do this little out physical you thing. Why am I doing it?
Bitch, let me just win.
Not even that. Why did I get a job? Oh, I can do this.
Throw the ball, Kurt.
I think that's going to be that, and I won't be surprised, like I said, like you would be if Texas gets this victory.
Texas wins, I'll be like, oh, whoa. I mean, I know I called it before the season.
You did.
But
you did.
Don't see America.
You did.
America. My fellow Americans. We must not be scared to change your opinions based. Oh, whoa. That's us. Whoa. Do not be scared to change your opinion based off new facts being presented. It's A-okay to happen.
He does that often, yo.
Shit changes.
He does that pretty often. While me.
Whoa.
While me.
Tyreek, you said Tyreek Hill was the best receiver.
Hey, I'm just going. Hey,
you said Tyreek Hill was the top.
Regression happens.
So
no, that's
new
not
facts. So new facts became
regression.
Apparent.
Regression.
And now you're changing your stance.
All I'm saying is somebody's parlay looks mighty great right now. For future bets.
I'm about to say, like,
I'm not going.
Kyler Murray didn't fuck you over this one?
I'm not going to sit there and say whose future bets look pretty good right now, but it might be somebody on the shows that has on white. Just saying.
Best in the world is in white. So there's another game.
There is not as fancy.
But this is for you football purists out there. You got Notre Dame.
For you
Penn State.
old timers. Yeah.
Aren't you?
No, not that old. Soon to be.
Sure.
So
I see some grays up there. Need some of that.
It's a lot of grays.
That adjustment that Ryan Day be having in his head.
Yeah, because boy, he be.
My man, come on.
Gang.
That beard be black as hell.
About to say, never mind. I was going to give a shout out to somebody who watches the show that does the same thing.
Chill the fuck out.
Does the same thing. The same.
So Notre Dame's playing Penn State. And Kevon, you said this last time. Penn State doesn't lose games we're not supposed to. So
they do
inferior
not.
Opponents, but
I'm just saying. But they are not favored.
Notre Dame. The way that I saw them play against Georgia.
Yikes.
I completely expect Notre Dame to shut fucking Penn State down. Because I said it weeks ago. The way to beat Penn State, Michigan did it last year. Ohio State somewhat did it this year. They did it last year as well. You run that motherfucking ball down their throat. Because, let's call a spade. Penn State's best player on their team, Abdul Carter. Mr. Carter.
Questionable. But he said, but hey, look, if you saw he's going to play that game. If you saw his Instagram, he had the Darth Vader stuff going on.
If you don't allow him to affect the game passing-wise, you can win the game. Run the ball. You have one of the 5 best running backs in the nation. I'm not saying it's going to be a shootout. I'm not saying Riley Leonard even has to throw for over 100 yards, which he didn't have to do against Georgia to get the dub.
He did not.
Riley, you're a smart kid. Shout out to Duke. Those Duke kids are smart. I think, personally, it's going to be a quick one because, we got the NFL to talk about. Shout out to the NFL. I think this game is going to be very low scoring.
Oh, without a doubt.
For sure. And Dylan, you'll be putting some more highlights into the news show the day after because Notre Dame's going to win this game. I know I'm a Big Ten guy. I love the Big Ten. But guess what? Notre Dame, you're pseudo Big Ten. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're independent. No, you're a Big Ten team. We know the real.
You can say the ACC.
Y'all just no.
ACC.
No.
You can say
too physical to be the ACC.
Okay.
They have self-respect unlike the ACC. Even though they lose to Northern Illinois and Marshall. Yeah. Marcus Freeman, like I said, is proving that he is a great head coach. Top tier. This is why I say he's the only man who should even have a chance of replacing Ryan Day at Ohio State if things were to happen. Because, keep on, that 4th down and 1.
Isn't it bad?
Punt team, chilling.
It was a false start. I will say there was a false start.
Hey, well, he was going towards the line, so you can say, oh, he was in motion. Boy, oh boy, one of the smartest things I've ever seen. Notre Dame, 17, Penn State, 13. Drew Aller with a game-winning drive? Fuck no. Let's get the fuck serious. Drew Aller is a pumpkin. And especially after what I saw against Boise State, where they were trying to force Drew Aller to throw the ball. Like Penn State, not even Boise State was forcing this. Because they were running the ball down Boise State's throat. What the fuck was Penn State thinking like, oh, let's throw the ball with Drew Aller. Drew Aller is fucking mid. Drew Aller, you are mid. I know you're from Ohio. We're in the Midwest. Doesn't mean you have to be mid. Stop being ass, Drew. So, you let this Notre Dame defense get after him? You saw Katron Allen, Nick Singleton? Oh, that's an L. Big fat L. Because would you not say this defense is reminiscent of Ohio State's defense? Michigan's defense of last year for Notre Dame? Would you not? And how many points did Penn State's offense score against y'all?
0. Well, 3. What was it, 3? No, 0.
Yeah.
0.
When I say that, he could field goal on the opening drive.
Yeah,
Didn't score after that. Keep on. The floor is yours because Notre Dame. I want
to play this game right now. This little game I'm about to make
devil's advocate?
It's a checklist. Who do you think has the edge head coach? Both say Marcus Freeman, correct?
Marcus Freeman, yeah.
Okay. Who do you say has the edge at quarterback?
I trust Riley Leonard in the big spot more than Drew Aller.
I personally would disagree with you because I do not trust Riley Leonard to throw the ball. If you sit there and told me that
plays breaking down, you need some ad-lib. Because if you're throwing the ball, Abdul Carter is coming after you. You need someone who's going to be able to be agile back there.
Let's call it a wash.
Wash, okay.
With the injury to Jeremiah Love, where he is listed as questionable, I'm pretty sure he's going to try to play.
But their second running back is putting up fucking numbers too.
Would you say that their running backs are better than
as a duo?
Would you say
probably
that?
Not.
So you will take Penn State. Mm-hmm. Tight end. Obviously, we're going to go with Penn State.
Let's put the tight ends in the receiving core because Penn State needs it.
But I mean, even if you want to put the receiving core in there, Notre Dame's receiving core is
mid too. So I'll give that to Penn State.
So to Penn State.
So
offensive line. I'm giving that to Notre Dame as well.
So we're at 2-2.
But again, Notre Dame's offensive line is going through. They have 2 key injuries, and one of them is out for the season. So I mean, You got two backups in there, and I mean, not saying that they're bad because I think they're still good.
I mean, when I saw what
they can
when
run.
they were
They can
moving the
still,
ball in
yeah,
Georgia, I believe.
okay. So
I
then,
believe
now,
in
so then that now
Julian.
goes to the defense. Defensive line, I'm gonna give it to Penn State off of them
It
being
depends.
hurt.
It depends.
Notre Dame's star players.
So
hurt.
let's talk about it. Pass rush wise, Penn State easily.
Yes.
Run defense wise, would you not give it to Notre Dame?
I will only give it to Notre Dame because of their linebackers, though, not because of the defensive line.
give you that.
Their defensive line, I feel like with dude that got hurt.
So front seven wash.
First time is definitely a wash.
Back end, I'm giving Notre Dame.
I'm giving
It was
Notre Dame
Ryan
as well.
Clark's son. Jesus,
Yeah,
oh my God.
And Watts as well. So I mean,
Boy, I didn't know that man could play like that.
And it's crazy that they're like that, even with the Morrison injury to start. So I would give that to the back end. So then, wash. You got one side with corners. You got one side with DBs. With receivers, and then a slight edge at running back.
So slight edge at running back,
and a slight edge at head
front
coach.
seven.
Yeah.
A front seven for defense for Notre Dame. So guess what's gonna come down to a wash at quarterback, and then your head coach not.
I would
tripping.
say. I don't know that with a hurt Jeremiah. If I knew that Jeremiah Love was 100%, I would convince myself that I would easily pick.
Oh yeah,
Notre Dame to
easily.
win.
Oh my God.
But with him not being, I saw how big that brace was. He had a lineman brace on. I cannot sit there and say automatically that without that, I think that Notre Dame can win this. Off the simple fact of legitimately. I get how great Notre Dame's defense is. I do. I personally, but they
we saw it last year. Jeez.
They run man to man over 50% of the time in the season, and they did that against Georgia and everybody else because again, I mean, we saw how many times Georgia was open. They just can't catch the goddamn football. Which again, James, I'm just saying, I caught that shit. We said it. They're mid. Besides the point. When watching that Georgia game against Notre Dame, I don't feel like Notre Dame's offense truly showed me anything that I need to be scared about. And I'm not even talking about that as a Penn State person. If I was a Penn State fan, I would sit there and be like, okay, Jeremiah Love is hurt. He's not really. I would even say probably about 50% of himself with that knee brace. And our defense, one thing that we know we can do, we can sit there and have a good front seven that holds
So I
that
have a
back.
question. Is Georgia's how big of the gap would you say between Georgia's defense?
I would
and
say
Penn State's defense?
it's a sizable gap.
And
It's
so,
a sizable
they were able
gap.
to put up points against a better defense.
But how much of that was off of the simple fact that Georgia's offense couldn't move the ball really? I mean, Georgia's offense moved the ball multiple times, and when they did that, Notre Dame
deep shots,
do
you trust Drew Aller to make
in
big throws?
man-to-man defense, I can't sit there and say that I trust them to guard Tyler Warren. That is true. That's what come down. That's what I think. That's exactly what I'm saying. I think they will come down to that. And again, we haven't seen Notre Dame against a real solid offense outside of Texas A&M and USC. Mm-hmm. Those two teams were able to move the ball, and granted, Indiana was a solid team, but on the road, I don't really give you that much of an edge going into
that play call.
Exactly. So I would say Notre Dame. It's been proven they get gashed in the run game. You rank about 100 and not 100, but 57th in total yards as far as 20-yard gains in the run game. And there's one thing that Penn State can do.
Run the fucking ball.
They gonna run that bitch. And I mean Singleton and Allen. If you give them an inch, they won't take a motherfucking mile. And if you want to sit there and say, if they can get off about 3 to 4 of those, and they get a play action going, and then you're running play action and man-to-man defense with Tyler Warren, who can't probably be guarded by anybody on that defense, not saying that Watts isn't a good defender, but, you're going to be going good on good. And, I'm not saying that Watts is going to lock him up, but Tyler Warren's going to get some.
So what's the pick, Kevon?
Notre Dame, I feel like should win this game. I don't think that they will win the game. I think that
So you have all Big Ten now.
I got Penn State winning this game in a close one, probably by 3. Only off the simple fact of, again, I think it's going to be 1 or 2 plays that's going to be made in this man-to-man defense that is going to be like, okay, we need one. We just need one. And if it's a fade or anything, just one deep shot, because the deep shots are there. I mean, again, we saw Georgia have the opportunity. They just couldn't convert. And I think that Drew Aller is better than Gunnar Stockton.
The bar is in hell.
Yeah, the bar is low as fuck. And again, Georgia's receivers, if you put Tyler Warren into that conversation, it's about the same. It's about the same shit. Mm-hmm. I got Penn State winning 13.
Jesus.
13-10. 13-10. 13-10. Maybe 16-10.
I don't know if they picked up, but our guy Johnny just had a visceral reaction of disgust.
I just can't.
Of 13-10, because that is an ugly score.
But I mean, truthfully, do we think that these two teams are going to score like that? I mean, these two defenses are legitimately dominant defenses. I can't sit there and see, again, unless I see Jeremiah Love come out that motherfucker looking like Batman when he got his back fixed and shit, I don't see it. I just can't.
So you got Ohio State and Penn State for the
natty.
For the belt.
Yes.
One.
I think this is.
Thank God that we get some bread from that. Give the Big Ten some money.
Some more NIL.
$6 million for each team that makes it to the natty for their conference. Shout out Ohio. That'd be $12 million from Ohio State, Penn State. Thank you. Oh, Jesus, I love you guys.
I just, again, somebody's going to obviously break the little jinx of, oh, they're not good. They're not good at. They're not. Yeah, somebody's going to break the jinx because people have been Notre Dame fans, even though they're all in love with Freeman, they were not before, and they've been swearing up and down that they're not good. They're not good in big games. So, like I said,
Mr. Kearns,
I think that Penn State is going to get it done. But again, I don't feel comfortable with it. But I feel like I'm choosing the better quarterback. At the end of the day, I cannot trust somebody that legitimately had 90 yards of pass, almost had more rushing yards than he had passing.
well, show the Denard Robinson. It's common.
But
It's okay.
I feel like that's a little different when you're electric. But when you're a guy that's
Moving the ball, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
I just don't see it.
Get your team in scoring position. That's
But
all that
again,
matters.
if Abdul Carter is not getting productive, it's liable to flip the
How
other
many
way.
yards do you think Riley Leonard had to throw for them to win?
It depends what I get out of Jeremiah Love.
And we'll leave it at that. I have Notre Dame. Kevon has Penn State. Would you like to do some push-ups on this? I don't know if anybody is willing to go back. We bet multiple times on these push-ups. I don't know what we betted on. I don't know what episode
I
we
don't
bet
know you
on.
owe me some.
What, from
From our high school.
Sheridan?
Yes.
Oh,
You still have not completed.
Sheridan. You skirmed me multiple times. You fucked me
There
over
was
at high
another bet that
school.
we met, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I feel like it was recent, too.
So you guys remember what it was? Put it in the comments.
So, 50 push-ups
On this game?
on this game.
That's tough. I got to put my faith in Drew Aller.
I'm putting my faith in Riley Leonard.
That's valid. But you have Freeman as your head coach. I have Franklin. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable.
That is valid.
I don't feel comfortable putting push-ups on the line
for James Franklin.
James Franklin.
I mean, Kim, it's not like you saw him choke multiple times. Well,
That's definitely a pause. But
tell him whatever.
no comment. He's got one big victory, so hopefully this will be number 2.
who's the one?
How's it?
A blocked fucking field goal.
Yes.
So we're going to quickly pivot to the NFL.